In this video, we are going to see certain problem based on epsilon delta definition of limits. So before going to the problems, let's recall the definition of limit. Okay. If you have, the definition goes like this. If you have a function f and say if limit of f of x as x tend to a is L, this is possible if for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta greater than 0 such that 0 less than mod x minus a less than delta implies mod of f of x minus L is less than epsilon. Remember, this delta depends on epsilon. Okay. Now what does it mean? It means that if limit of f of x as your x goes to a is L, that means distance between f of x and L can become very small. So it says if you want to make distance between f of x and L less than epsilon, then in domain you can get a corresponding delta such that if you make distance between x and a less than delta, you will get distance between f of x and L is less than epsilon. This you can do for every epsilon, and then you say that limit of f of x as x tend to a is L. So let's go for the problems. Same, our first problem says take f of x equal to say x plus 7, and we are asked to show that limit of f of x as x tend to 2 is equal to 9. So let's try to prove it using the epsilon delta definition. Okay. So you take epsilon greater than 0, any arbitrary epsilon greater than 0. So we say let epsilon greater than 0 be given. So what is our aim now? So we want to find delta greater than 0. We want to find delta greater than 0 such that 0 less than mod x minus a, that means mod x minus 2 less than delta implies mod of f of x, that means x plus 7 minus 9 is less than epsilon. We want to find such delta. So let's analyze this term mod x plus 7 minus 9. So mod x plus 7 minus 9 less than epsilon, this is what we want, means we should choose our delta such that mod x plus 7 minus 9 becomes less than epsilon. Now this is same as mod x minus 2. 7 minus 9 is this. So if we want condition on mod x minus 2 only, so if we choose directly our delta equal to epsilon in this case, what we will have? 0 less than mod x minus 2 less than delta will clearly imply mod x minus 2 is less than epsilon. But mod x minus 2 is what? Your f of x minus 9 less than epsilon. So here our job was very easy. Epsilon only worked as our delta. In that way, you have proved that limit of f of x as x tend to 2 is 9. Now let's see one more problem. Say your f of x is equal to 2x plus 7, and we are asked to show that limit of f of x as x tend to 2 is equal to 11. Okay. So let's try to prove it. Again same, let epsilon greater than 0 be given. We want to find delta greater than 0. So again I'll write it. We want to find delta greater than 0 such that 0 less than mod x minus 2 less than delta implies mod of f of x minus 11 is less than epsilon. Again, let's analyze this term, mod f of x minus 11. So mod f of x minus 11, this we want to be less than epsilon, means we want to choose our delta such that mod x minus 2 less than delta should imply mod f of x minus 11 should be less than epsilon. Now mod f of x is 2x plus 7. So this is 2x plus 7 minus 11 will be less than epsilon. Now 2x plus 7 and here minus 11, so 7 minus 11 you can say is 2x minus 4. This is less than epsilon. Now you can take 2 common, and since 2 is positive you can write it as 2 times mod x minus 2 less than epsilon. Now if I divide by 2 to this inequality, I will have mod x minus 2 will be less than epsilon by 2. Okay, that means I want what does it say? I wanted a condition on mod x minus 2 only, and what I am getting, if my f of x minus 11, mod of f of x minus 11, I want it to be less than epsilon, then my mod x minus 2 should be less than epsilon by 2. So it clearly suggests me what delta should I choose. So I should choose my delta to be epsilon by 2. And then going in the reverse way, means if you have 0, means then 0 less than mod x minus 2 less than delta will imply mod x minus 2 is less than epsilon by 2. But mod x minus 2, then from here you can go in reverse way, and you can say that by going in reverse way, mod x minus 2 less than epsilon by 2 will imply mod of f of x minus 11 less than epsilon. And in that way you have proved your limit of f of x as x tend to 2 is 11. Okay, so this will imply mod of f of x minus 11 is less than epsilon. And you can say thus limit of f of x as x tend to 2 is 11. Okay. Now let's see one more example. Say your f of x is equal to x square minus 4 upon x minus 2, and you are asked to show that limit of f of x as x tend to 2 is equal to 4. Okay, this limit is equal to 4 using the epsilon delta definition. So again, let epsilon greater than 0 be given. So we want delta greater than 0 such that 0 less than mod x minus 2 less than delta should imply mod of f of x minus 4 is less than epsilon. Now again we will try to analyze our term mod f of x minus 4. So we want to choose delta such that mod f of x minus 4 is less than epsilon. Now our f of x is x square minus 4 upon x minus 2 and minus 4 less than epsilon. Now what you can do, you can make the denominator same. So you can say, or you can write x square minus 4 as x minus 2 and x plus 2 upon x minus 2 minus 4 less than epsilon. Here you can assume x minus 2 is not equal to 0 because your x is approaching towards 2. So x is not equal to 2. So you can say mod x plus 2 minus 4 is less than epsilon. But mod x plus 2 minus 4 is what? This is mod x minus 2 less than epsilon. But we want condition on mod x minus 2 only. Let's see here. We want to choose delta such that 0 less than mod x minus 2 should be less than delta. So now here, if I want mod f of x minus 4 to be less than epsilon, I will have mod x minus 2 is less than epsilon. That means it suggests that I should choose my delta equal to epsilon. If I choose my delta equal to epsilon, then what I'll have? 0 less than mod x minus 2 less than delta implies mod x minus 2 less than epsilon, and this implies if you go from here to here in reverse way, you will get f of x minus 4 is less than epsilon, and that proves that limit of f of x as x tend to 2 is 4. Now let's see one more example. Say we are asked to show that limit of f of x as x tend to 2 is 0, where our f of x is simply x square minus 4. So again we will start in the same way. Let epsilon greater than 0 be given. That means it is any arbitrary positive real number. Again our job is same. We want to find delta greater than 0 such that 0 less than mod x minus 2 less than delta implies mod f of x minus 0 is less than epsilon. Let's analyze this term now, mod f of x minus 0 less than epsilon. So mod f of x minus 0 less than epsilon. So f of x is x square minus 4. You can skip the 0. So you will have x square minus 4 is less than epsilon. I want condition on mod x minus 2. So if I expand this x square minus 4, this I can write it as mod x minus 2 multiplied with mod x plus 2, and I will have it is less than epsilon. I want condition on mod x minus 2. But with this mod x minus 2, I have one more term, that is mod x plus 2. So I will have to think that what can I do about this mod x plus 2. Now there is a trick involved here. What I'll do, I'll assume that my mod x minus 2 is less than 1. Okay. I have chosen a random number. So 1 was the simplest one which I could choose. So I have assumed, suppose my mod x minus 2 is less than 1. Now assuming this condition, can I get some condition on mod x plus 2 so that I can get rid of mod x plus 2? What does it imply? This will imply minus 1 is less than x minus 2, and this x minus 2 will be less than 1. If you add 2 to this inequality, you will have 1 less than x less than 3. I want condition on x plus 2. So what you do now, you add 2 to this inequality. So you will have 3 less than x plus 2 is less than 5. Now, since x plus 2 lies between 3 and 5, you can say x plus 2 is greater than minus 5. That means what it gives, mod x plus 2 is less than 5. So, if mod x minus 2 is less than 1, you will have mod x plus 2 is less than 5. Now if I multiply by mod x minus 2 to this inequality, I will have mod x minus 2 into mod x plus 2 is less than mod x minus 2 into 5. Now again come back to our need, what we wanted. Say from here you want mod x minus 2 into mod x plus 2 to be less than epsilon. but mod x minus 2 and mod x plus 2 is less than 5 times mod x minus 2. Okay, this is less than 5 times mod x minus 2. So if I make this 5 into mod x minus 2 less than epsilon, automatically my mod x minus 2 and mod x plus 2 will become less than epsilon. So what I will try to do, I will try to make this 5 into mod x minus 2 to be less than epsilon, and that means it will give me mod x minus 2 to be less than epsilon upon 5. So I have got a condition on mod x minus 2 that it is less than epsilon upon 5. Now remember, when you got this condition, you got this condition when you assumed that mod x minus 2 is less than 1. So here you have two conditions. One, mod x minus 2 less than 1, and assuming that you got mod x plus 2 is less than 5, and from that you got mod x minus 2 is less than epsilon upon 5. So what I will do, in choosing my delta, I will take minimum of 1 and epsilon upon 5 so that both the conditions are valid. That means mod x minus 2 is less than 1 as well as mod x minus 2 is less than epsilon by 5. So what I will have, 0 less than mod x minus 2 less than delta will imply now mod f of x minus 0, which was this was equal to mod x square minus 4, and this was equal to mod x minus 2 into mod x plus 2. Since we have assumed delta to be minimum of 1 and epsilon by 5, mod x minus 2 is less than epsilon upon 5. And since mod x minus 2 is less than 1 also, you will have mod x plus 2 is less than 5, because when we assume mod x minus 2 is less than 1, we got mod x plus 2 is less than 5, and this is equal to epsilon. So if you choose your delta equal to minimum of 1 and epsilon upon 5, 0 less than mod x minus 2 less than delta will imply mod of f of x minus 0 is less than epsilon, and that proves that limit of f of x as x tends to 2 is equal to 0.